I mean, I've seen some shit that, you know, I don't think that the NC-17 rating even really applies to. Like, I've seen some shit that I think you really ought to be at least over 25 to watch this shit.
You'd have to be 100.
And, of course, to be fair, I've also seen some shit that was just like the zombie apocalypse that just nobody should watch.
Yeah, never should see this.
That's torture. That's like waterboarding yourself. Except for that one and maybe the Village of the Damned remake. The Village of the...
30 years later and you're still mad at Village of the Damned.
Well, I am. I fucking am. To be fair, though, I didn't see Village of the Damned until 2000.
Okay.
I mean, the remake I didn't see until 2000. I saw the original when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But the two best things... Well, I mean, you know the first two rules of show business, right? You open with a bang, you close with a bang.
Yeah.
Let's look at the structure, the storyboarding of Village of the Damned, but just ignore everything that happens in the middle. Okay? How did that movie start and how did that movie end? The start, first 5 fucking minutes of the movie, everybody in the town just falls the fuck out. You know, you just think the whole town just instantly died. And then they send the scientists in or whatever, and all of a sudden the people start waking up. You know, then the middle of the movie happens. Then you get to the end of the movie. What's the solution? They blow up all of those fucking kids. Every single one of those fucking kids in the school building.
I totally forgot about that.
Now, let's look at the Village of the Damned remake. Took them like 30 minutes to get to the point where everybody in the town falls out.
Yeah.
And they save one of the fucking kids.
Because they're building up characters or whatever, you know.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't expect people remaking a movie to just do a carbon copy of that.
Yeah.
You know, Rob Zombie was the one who really changed my mind about the way that I look at that, because he talked about that on his Halloween reboots, remakes, however you want to word it. You know, that, yeah, I could have just made a carbon copy remake of Halloween, but where's the artistry in that?
Yeah.
You know, what's the point? And so I'm okay with that. I agree with that shit. You know, even the Nightmare on Elm Street reboot, the Friday the 13th reboot, I was okay with both of those.
Yeah, they weren't that bad.
I have my grievances with them both.
Yeah.
But the Village of the Damned took the best two elements of the movie and just completely changed it, you know. I mean, they kept the beginning the same, but they just drug it out and drug it out and drug it out.
Kris the Alley.
Yeah. I mean, it did have Superman, but I think that was the only selling point of that movie was Christopher Reeves.
And Kris the Alley,
Yeah, I mean, I hear people talk about, you know, when we talk about remakes and, they, you know, when people make the argument, okay, yeah, maybe there was a few good remakes like Village of the Damned. I'm like...
You just hurt. It's like when people argue about goddamn Jurassic Park. It just hurts.
I'm okay with the new Jurassic Parks.
I like it too, yeah. I just hate when people tell me that Jurassic Park failed. Like they rebuilt the same park. Like, no, they didn't. Did you watch the fucking movies?
Ain't it?
Did you even watch the fucking movies?
The fucking the best example of a remake done right, I think. Well, 3 really good examples. The 1978 Invasion of the Body Snatchers. With was it Donald Sutherland?
I think so. Yeah.
The father Sutherland. Father Sutherland, I guess. We'll just call him Father Sutherland. And The Little Shop of Horrors with Rick Moranis and Steve Martin and shit. Yeah. And The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing.
Not bad.
You know, and these are such great examples of remakes done right, mainly because people today arguing against the idea of remakes point to those ones as like they were the original movies.
Yeah.
You know, saying you can't never remake a movie because it's never done right. Like John Carpenter's The Thing, or the 1988, I think, Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, what a goddamn new Gremlins movie now.
Yeah. They were supposed to do a TV show on HBO, but I don't
think you could do a good remake and do it justice with Gremlins.
Yeah.
Or maybe even just make it a sequel and not a remake.
It wouldn't be hard. Gremlins is an easy storyline to just continue indefinitely, because
you probably wouldn't even have to make a remake, just make another sequel.
I mean, what the fuck are you gonna do? Kill the Mogwai?
You could.
I mean,
there's gotta be another fucking Mogwai somewhere on Earth.
What movie studio marketing team is gonna sit there and, you know, sign off on killing the fucking Mogwai? Kill Gizmo.
Me and you might agree to it. Yeah, they're never going to. We know it's a great story.
Ain't it? But, I mean, I can see, though, the reason not to do it, because, you know, that's, for me, that's one of the most important elements for horror movies. And all of the great franchises lost it eventually, which is always set up room for a sequel.
I don't understand too is why they were always evil. Like the Mogwais that came out from him, and he wasn't.
It's the food, man. And isn't it always after midnight somewhere?
Well, when you get wet, you know what I mean, and like the ones that spawned off of him were always like, and they wanted to turn into gremlins. Right.
And if they can't get wet, how the fuck do they get clean?
Yeah, how they fucking pee.
You know? Things that make you go, because almost all life forms, or at least most life forms that we know of, are water-based in some form.
It's almost everything on Earth needs water, air, and food of some kind, whether it's, you know,
photosynthesis or food.
Yeah.